it's time to dish with D. That's me. Thank you for listening and making yourself a priority. I'm Denise. It is Sunday. And what's D cooking today? Ooh, fun stuff. Well, for dinner for tonight, which is, I'm not telling you what day it is. You just have to guess. It is Thursday. And for dinner, we are having Hungry Girls. I'm thinking it is called Scoopable Chinese Chicken Salad. I'm not sure. I will have her recipe linked down below. And also I will have a link to my recipe because mine's going to be a little bit different. Same idea, but different ingredients. I don't like broccoli slaw, so I'm using coleslaw. And I'm putting some little things like little baby corns in there. And I'm using a different dressing than she did because honestly, I'm trying to save a little bit of points. And I'm going to serve it with, hold on to your seats, Fiber Gourmet. Can you believe? Light linguine. So you can get 2 points a serving. So this is something I can get behind for Fiber Gourmet is mixed in a chicken salad. So I'm excited to put that in there, make it a little bit more heartier, a little bit more dinner-ish. So we're going to get started. First, we're going to roast our chicken. I'm going to roast it in the oven. You could do it in the Instant Pot if you want, but I'm going to do it in the oven because I like the texture better. So I was going to buy a rotisserie chicken. You could use that, but honestly, they were so ridiculous. Like they were $8 at the store today. $8. I wasn't spending $8 for a rotisserie chicken. Like, yeah, no. Of course I spent almost $8 for this chicken. So maybe I should have gotten the rotisserie chicken. In hindsight, I thought this was $5. I don't know. So we're going to grab chicken, but I'm going to roast it all up. Whatever we don't need for the salad, I will just keep in the fridge for lunch. Slice it up, dip it. It's always good to have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to fillet it a little bit, make it a little bit thinner so it cooks a little bit more evenly. Sometimes these are really fat and they don't cook as they get, So I'm going to fillet them, make them a little bit smaller. We're going to put them in a pan. We're going to salt and pepper them and roast them in the oven. So let me grab my pan, preheat my oven to 350, and let's get started. All right, I put my chicken cutting board down. I'm just going to grab. Now, you don't have to do this. You can leave them whole if you wanted and just, but honestly, look how thick that is. It's going to take forever to cook. So what I like to do is I like to take the tenderloin off, which is right on the side here. That out. And then I just like to hold it up and just slice it right through. If you have a nice sharp blade like I do, it's like butter. So there we go. That's one breast. Let's see, we have a lot here. I think I might just do 2 and we will save the other 2. Over here. All right, just gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper. I should have washed my hands and I didn't, so I had to wash my pepper and salt off. So I'm gonna roast this 400, 350, 375, 400, whatever you like to roast your chicken. So your chicken is done. So I'm not going to tell you a time because you know when your chicken's done. Like I always say, 12 minutes, flip it, 12 minutes. So that's my usual standard. So we'll be back when the chicken is done. All right, I took the chicken out of the oven. It cooked for about 10 minutes, then flipped it over for another 12. Internal temperature is perfect. So I'm going to let it cool completely. This is a cold salad. So I'm going to let it cool. And then we're going to, once it's cooled in about an hour or so, it's really early. I'm actually starting early. Then we're going to build our salad. All right, let's assemble our salad. So here, I should have a bigger bowl. It's the biggest bowl I have. I'm sure it'll go down once you put the dressing on it. I have a bag of coleslaw mix. It's the cabbage with the 2-color cabbage and the carrots. So to that, I'm going to add my bottle. Excuse me. I'm using the Maple Grove Farms Sesame Ginger. The one that Lisa Lillian uses is just a little bit higher in points, and again, trying to save some points, a little bit for the top. So I have that. Let me grab my tongs. going to put chopped chicken, again, as much as you like. I think I have about, I'd guess, about 5 cups of chopped chicken. Again, you can put more, you can put less. Again, this, I'm just kind of winging this as I do with most normal. I do have it written down though for you, because I don't think I have, I don't think I put the amount of chicken in there, but there we go. I'm going to throw that in. And we're going to toss. Okay, so everything is all around. You got your cabbage, you got your chicken. Let's put this over here. Let's grab some green onions. And if you don't like green onions, leave them out. These have seen better days, these green onions. But we're just going to pull that off, and they will be revived. Okay, we'll give them a quick rinse. Okay. To cut them like this and just chop. Now I did 3, you can do none, you could do 1, you can do as many as you like. Dump them in our salad. So I have some in a bowl, some of these drained and rinsed water chestnuts and mandarins. I'm just going to chop the water chestnuts, I think, a little bit, and I'm going to leave the mandarins whole. So we're just going to dump those on our salad. And we're going to give these a rough chop. Okay. Throw them in our salad. You can't see the salad is right to the left of me. Just trying to make this easy. Okay, something else she doesn't have in the recipe that I thought would just be adorable are these little baby corns. Again, I drained and I rinsed them. But how much fun. If we're having Asian, I love these little things. I'm just gonna chop them roughly. Dump them in our salad. I mean, aren't they cute? Do you remember, what was the movie with the person ate them like an ear of corn? Can you name that? I know what it is. Okay. In our salad. Okay, let's bring the salad back over. Okay. And let's toss everything. Oh, look at the colors. It looks so good. But we're not done yet because I'm doing a little bit something different. I'm going to add a little bit more of the dressing because remember we held back, just so everything will get a little bit. Now if you wanted to individualize the dressing, you could, but when I said 6 servings for this salad, I'm thinking that's a little bit. I think it might be 8. I didn't realize how big this is going to be, so that will definitely lower the points per portion because we're not done yet. I have some Fiber Gourmet pasta that I cooked up. I'm just gonna dump it in. I don't need all of it, but let's see. I think I gotta let the dog out. No, I'm not letting the dog out. Yeah, I think I could up the portions of this because that's a lot of food. Let's put some of the dressing over the pasta so it gets coated too. Yeah, this is the biggest bowl I have, and it's not quite big enough. Just gonna just give it a twist. I added the pasta because I just wanted it to be more filling. Like if you want to have it for dinner, you know, not the chicken isn't that filling, but yeah, you don't want to be hungry later, and you need a little bit of a carb in there, a good carb. So got the Fiber Gourmet, and this is something I would eat Fiber Gourmet in. Let's give it a toss. So there you have Dee's done Hungry Girls Chinese chicken salad, a little bit different spin. So there it is. Look at that. See the oranges, the carrots, the baby corns, the green onion, the pasta, the coleslaw. We will come back to talk about the points. I did do Better Balance and WW. And we'll see how I taste it. We have to taste it. All right, let's have a taste. It looks really good. It smells really good. I'm glad I made the choice of changing the dressing. And like I said, this is how I could eat Fiber Gourmet pasta. Delicious. Now, if you wanted to make it for yourself and there's not a lot of people in your house, put the dressing on in portions is what I would do, because it's going to wilt the cabbage. But it's really good. I really do like the changes that I've made, and I hope you like them too. I'll come back and talk about points. I almost forgot to give you the points. I thought I was going to come back to it, and I never did. But per serving, it comes out to 6 WW points and 6 Better Balance bites. It's the same. It also is 391 calories per serving. And in that was 49 grams of carbs, a little carb heavy, and 26 grams of protein. So that's really good. So that's what it comes out to. It was really, really tasty. I had it for lunch the next day. It was quite good. Though it doesn't last long because once you get that dressing on there, now you could maybe, if you want to do it as a meal prep, have all the ingredients in separate containers and just add them when you want to make your portion. That might be the best way to go, because even like the mandarin orange is disintegrated, you know. So that's what I would do if you want to do it for prep. Just keep everything separately and then go add it right before you're going to eat it. But I think you'd be successful. But it was quite yummy, and I really liked the changes that I made. Like I said, I will have both of the my recipe and Lisa Lillian Hungry Girls recipe linked down below. There's a bit of a difference. You could change the dressing if you wanted. I saw the one that she had, and I saw this one, so I chose this one. But again, you can even make your own. Let's go out on a limb and make our own. I wish I did have sunflower seeds. I thought that would have been really good. Some little sunflower seeds crunching in there. But I did, alas, I did not. But it was quite yummy. So, I want to give you that updated information. In my extremely large saute pan, I have 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and I have an extreme amount of garlic. I have probably 18 cloves. I put in my little garlic press and I chop them up. Again, you could put, if you don't like it as garlicky, you don't have to put that much. We're going to turn it on. And we're going to saute it lightly. But I'm actually going to add my cabbage because I don't want my garlic to burn. So I have right here, so far I have shredded half a head. And I'm going to add that to our raw garlic. And while that's sauteing, we're going to cut the other half together. So I'm going to add this to our pan. And I like to do it in the shreds. So, just like that. So I'm going to add the rest of this. Then we're going to come back and we're going to shred the rest. I'm going to show you how I cut the cabbage. So we have a half a head. Flip it to the flat side. Cut straight down. So we have 2 quarters. Now what I like to do is just go in on an angle and get rid of that core. And you probably could cook it. I don't think it would hurt anything, but I've never cooked the core. And then I take the smaller side, not the longer. I guess you could do either one, but I always seem to do this side. And just slice down in thin shreds. Now, if you could do it really thin and make yourself like a coleslaw, but you don't want it that thin. You know, you could also do it on a mandolin, or you could do it in a food processor, but you know, a knife, just, you can bang this out. And half the time by the time you get it all out. That's why I just love a good sharp knife. And we'll add that to the rest of our cabbage. When cabbage cooks down, so it might look like, oh my gosh, Denise, you have so much cabbage. It's going to cook down. And yes, I have I don't know if you can see Bailey. I have an admirer. And remember, I had this knife last week, if you're interested in it. I will link the video where I talk about it. I think it was last week's meal prep. A pile of this on. I'm going to... I'm not going to salt it yet. I'm going to let it start to cook down. I'm going to give it a toss. Let me show you. There it is. I know this is a lot, but let me tell you, it's going to cook down to half that. I'm going to give it a toss, and I'm going to put the lid on and let it kind of sort of saute steam combo, and we'll cook it down, and then we will salt and pepper at the end, or maybe the middle. All right, we are sauteing, and I want to show you. See, it's already cooked down. It's only been a few minutes. I just go and I kind of give it a twist with the wrist and just toss it. I mean, this is my oldest frying pan. You can see it's not in the best shape, but it's huge. And I keep it around for big things like, you know, holiday, when I make the turkey and stuffing, and I do all the stuff for the onions and celery. But yeah, just sit there and just give it a toss. Since it's starting to wilt, we're going to add some salt now. Again, as much or as little as you like. I just give it a couple shakes. And please use freshly ground black pepper. You will get much more flavor out of it. And if you want to put hot pepper flakes, I've done that in the past. Be really good. Let me make sure that's all mixed in. And now with the salt, the cabbage will start releasing some of its juice. It's already starting to. You know, you can cook this down if you want it really cooked down. To me, it's almost perfect. Because I like it a little bit of crunch, because I like texture. But I'm going to like it a little bit more. But that's basically it. And you could do so much of this, and we'll talk about it when we come back. All right, she's done. I cooked her for about 15 minutes. Again, if you want it done more, you absolutely could take it down a little further. But this is perfect for me. I definitely want some little bit of crunch in some of there. So this is perfect for me. So I'm going to let it cool completely. And then I have a container I'm going to load it in and sit her in the fridge. And during the week, I'm going to, you know, make different things, eat it as a side dish, you know. Maybe it has some pork or something. I don't know. I mean, it's garlic. It's cabbage. It goes with a lot of stuff. But I'm excited. I love having this around. And it's such a great, you know. Yes, I used a tablespoon of olive oil, but it was for this whole entire thing. And I don't think anywhere that I'm going to be eating all this cabbage. So if you want to like have a portion, give it a point, and you feel better, then absolutely. But this is all it is. Olive oil, garlic, salt, and pepper. Well, that is it for my little mini meal prep. It's basically cabbage. I didn't really realize both recipes have cabbage in it until just this very second. So thank you for joining me on this cabbage foray into the cabbage world. 2 different recipes. Again, there's nothing written for the garlicky one. It's just garlic, olive oil, and cabbage. So you could have that as much or little as you like. So enjoy them. That Chinese salad is fantastic. I will have that linked below to my website for the, you know, for my recipe. And I'll also have Hungry Girls for her. She had broccoli slaw, I think. And I'm not a huge fan of broccoli slaw. But if you are, hey, use it. Use any pasta you want. You could take this recipe and make it your own. I will have the WW app for the recipe in there as well. So you can go in there and make some changes and do what you need to do for your lifestyle. So that is it for me today. Thank you for watching. And if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, Join us here at Dish with D. We have fun videos. We have food. We have fun. We have friendship. So I will dish with you another day, my lovelies. Have a great rest of your day, and thanks for watching.